Hi everyone, I'm Jennifer from English with Jennifer. I love to teach grammar, but every now and again I'll create a vocabulary lesson. And it's usually a set of expressions that you can use in daily conversation. So that's what we're going to do in this video. In fact, I already gave you the first one. Every now and again. It means occasionally. It's similar to from time to time. Variations include every now and then, every so often. All these expressions are conversational.
We see Grace every now and again.
Every couple has some friction every now and then.
Every so often, Jim dies of boredom.
Every now and again, I feel like baking. I can't do this a lot, but every now and then I bake banana bread or cookies. Is there something you enjoy doing from time to time? What other expressions do you know with again? Let's review and expand your vocabulary. Again and again means that something happens repeatedly. The hotel heard the same suggestion again and again, so they finally decided to offer breakfast foods all day long. A variation is over and over again. The hotel received complaints over and over again about a strange smell on the third floor. A very similar expression is time and time again, or simply time and again. This can be used for negative or positive statements. I might remind my children who like to stay up later than me, I've told you guys time and time again to turn off all the lights before you go to bed. I can share a memory of my wonderful grandparents. Time and again, they'd spoil us with trips to get ice cream or to visit a festival in some neighboring town.
And that happened again and again and again.
He watched this movie over and over and over again.
I baked them, time and again.
And he said it time and time again.
With these expressions, we can make observations about our communities or people in general. I've observed how city drivers are more aggressive than drivers in the suburbs. Here in my town, I see examples of courtesy on the road again and again, or time and again. For instance, we wave to another driver to let them know it's okay to pull out in front of us or to make a turn in front of us, and the other driver waves his or her thanks. Can you share an observation? Use one of these expressions. All over again means you have to start from the beginning once more. It can suggest impatience and frustration. Have you ever built a house of cards? I used to do this as a kid. It requires patience and a steady hand. If you mess up, you have to start all over again, which can be really frustrating when you just want to place the last card on top.
Everything starts all over again.
Tomorrow, it starts all over again.
Here we go again is a comment all by itself, and it means that you're seeing the same situation repeat. The same situation is happening again. For example, we have presidential elections in the US every 4 years. And every election year, you can't escape the TV ads, the online ads, and the signs all around town telling you who you should vote for. So as soon as the campaigning starts, some people might complain, here we go again.
Here we go again.
Here we go again.
Once again is similar in meaning, but we use this as part of a larger statement to emphasize that a situation or a behavior is repeating. Election year is not far off, and once again we'll put up with lots of campaign ads on TV. A variation is yet again. I heard Devin is changing jobs yet again. He just can't seem to settle in anywhere.
You're right, once again.
Kimmy was wrong yet again.
You can say that again. This is a way to agree with someone. It's a strong form of agreement. Speaking of elections, my son recently showed me a funny clip of a mother yelling at her teenage son because he didn't vote for the candidate that she wanted him to. She was screaming at him for at least a whole minute about the supposed mistake he had made. Well, I've told my son that when he turns 18, he can vote for whoever he wants to, but it has to be an informed decision. So in response to that video of the screaming mom, I might observe that some parents are more controlling than others. If you agree completely with me, you can use this expression. You can say that again. And note how I place emphasis on that. You can say that again.
You can say that again.
You can say that again.
But then again is a way we introduce contrasting information or surprising information. I believe that all citizens have the right to vote, but then again, I worry about people who aren't really informed and just vote for whoever others tell them to vote for. Elections cause disagreement among people, but then again, politics in general is rarely a safe subject.
But then again, there's this.
But then again, one man's tragedy is another man's treasure.
Think again means reconsider. Sometimes we tell people to think more carefully about something one more time because we believe they're wrong in some way. Maybe they'll change their mind. If you think walking home alone after midnight is a good idea, think again. Crime is on the rise. We can say, you better think again. You'd better think again. Or think again as part of an if statement.
Is that what you think? Well, you better think again.
Come again is a really informal way to ask someone to repeat what they just said because you didn't hear, you didn't understand, or maybe you're so surprised you just need them to repeat it one more time.
Come again?
Come again?
Come again?
Another alternative is to simply use again in a question. Where was that again? What was the final score again? Who said that again? What's your name again? Notice how I use rising intonation in all of those questions. Come again? What's your name again? Let's practice intonation. Listen and repeat. Use rising intonation. Where was that again? What was the final score again? Who said that again? What's your name again? Come again? Try a quiz to review. Ready? 1. We had to record the video all over again. What happened? Answer B. We had to record it from the beginning once more. 2. The plumber just told you how much it will cost to fix your leaking shower. You're surprised by the high price and need him to repeat it so that you can make sure you heard correctly. What do you say? Answer A. Come again? 3. Yet again is most similar to Answer C. Once again. 4. College tuition in the U.S. can be really expensive. You agree with this statement. What is your response? Answer B. You can say that again. 5. Answer. If Regina believes everyone is going to do what she wants, she can think again. She's not the boss. 6. Answer. Time and again the city promises to fix the roads, but they never do. 7. Answer. Florida is really hot and humid, but then again, some people handle heat better than frigid winter temperatures. 8. Your Uncle Oliver loves to complain about how young people today don't appreciate good movies or good music. He's starting another conversation about a song he heard that morning. What are you thinking to yourself? Answer. Here we go again. 9. Which expression is not similar to again and again? C. Every now and then. 10. Answer. My brother and I play chess every now and again. I wish we could play more often. We'll end here. Please remember to like and share the video if you found the lesson useful. And please consider purchasing a super thanks if you'd like to support my channel. If you're looking for more language support from me, click the Join button to learn more about YouTube memberships. As a member of my channel, you can send in questions and join the live chat at the monthly live stream. As always, thanks for watching and happy studies. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Why not join me on Patreon? And don't forget to subscribe on YouTube.